Well, the shocks are all done. Figured I'd give you guys an after anyway. Not bad. Like I said, the part that's none of this is red spring here is going to show. The boots cover this, so you'll see from here down and from here up, and that is a lot better than it was. And once it's painted, it'll look great. And again, it's these little attention to detail stuff that in the end make it look a lot better. Let's see what's next. What should I do next? Let me set up and show you guys a finished product on that Nerf bar. This is a Nerf bar that I haven't done yet. Let me grab the one. I had to put the camera on the tripod. I only got two hands. Makes life easy. Alright, so here is the one that's complete now. And I'll put it here for comparison. I don't know if you guys can really see it or not. See the difference between the two? It's kind of hard to pick up with the camera. Let me move the camera around a little bit and see if you guys can actually see it. You can see that it is shiny. The matte is kind of throwing it off a little bit, but you can see it's shiny. You can see the crosshatch, and I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera or not, but in person you can really see it. I guess the GoPro is only good for so much, and the original one's underneath here, which I guess still looks okay, but I wanted all the aluminum to match. So anyway, that's what we got. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I mean, it does look good in person anyway. It's hard to tell in here. In sunlight you can really see the crosshatching. In here in dim light it's a little bit harder. I had to shut the lights off in the garage and close the shade on the window because the sun was just gleaming off of the clear coat and you really couldn't see anything. But in this dim light, I guess you can kind of see it. Anyway, that's the result. I like it. I guess now it's time to pull this one off. I won't record it because I already did the other side, but I'll pull it off and I'll let you know if I snap the foot peg studs on this side. Nerf bar's off. I like to leave the foot peg in place. It's on there real good. I didn't want to risk snapping the Allen heads off inside the frame like I did on the other side. I can paint it in place, not a big deal, so I'm just going to leave it there. I also noticed these aluminum motor mounts here. I'm going to pull those eventually and do the same process of cleaning them up and clear coating them just so they match all the other aluminum. Do the same thing with that tank. Again, I'm probably going to wait on that until I get it running before I start doing all that, because I need to fix the wiring, and I don't really want to mess with the wiring right now until I get it running, just to make sure I know it works. So if I have to chase an issue, it'll be a little easier. Just walk around the other side real quick. Again, this is the side where I broke the studs off, so that is going to be a nightmare. And again, this one shouldn't be too bad because I can drill all the way through and nut and bolt it. This one, on the other hand, it's going to be somewhat of an issue. This rear frame right here, I'm going to have to remove that and prep it and paint it black. I'm going to redo the whole frame black. I think at one point maybe this was supposed to be gray, or it came gray. So that's what it looks like here. But I'm going to go back to black because I think black and yellow, yellow, and shiny aluminum is going to be it's going to make this spike pop. So that's what we're going to do there. I guess I'm going to, at this point, go and work that Nerf bar and get it to the point where the other one is, clear coat it, and all that kind of good stuff. The plastic heel protectors that were on here for protect your heels from the back wheel. Those I took off, and they are outside right now. I'm just going to wash them up because they're kind of dirty. They're not going to require anything other than a washing, so I'm going to do that now as well, and then set them aside so that we can install them when they're ready to be installed. So for now, I'm just going to go and do that other Nerf bar and get it brought up to where this one is, and then I will video something else. It's the next day, back out in the garage. Gonna do a little bit more today. Finish up this video for part 4. Nerf bar, all done. It's all dry. Let's see. Came out pretty nice. I'm happy with it. Again, better than it was, and matches the rest of the aluminum on the bike now. That's going to get set aside for a later date. Let's go over a few things what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to keep the video content short today because I think I have enough, almost have enough for the part 4. Today's project, I'm going to take that oil cooler and reserve tank off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it looks like there's just 4 bolts holding it on, so it should come off pretty easy. I'm going to take it off in one piece. I removed the bottom line, but this top line right there doesn't want to budge, and I don't want to break it. It's not leaking now. It's okay. I'm going to leave it. So I'm not going to take that off. So I'm going to take it all off in one piece and attempt to clean that tank up with the cooler still on it. Shouldn't be a big deal. I'm going to blow some compressed air through that, clean it up. I'm going to remove these aluminum motor mounts, dress those up as well. And I think that's going to be it for the aluminum on this bike for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to attempt the swing arm. It doesn't look like the swing arm was any bright aluminum at any time, so I got to clean it up first just to assess what I'm going to do with that. But I'm pretty sure that for now, this is it on the aluminum. One thing I want to go over though is how important it is to be careful when you're working on an engine and you have it open. So last night I was going over the videos just to see what I had for content, and I noticed that when I did snap the bolt on this side on the Nerf bar, it was like a small, I think it was an 8mm bolt that was holding the Nerf bar onto the foot peg. When I snapped it, it looked like it went inside the motor. And when I tried to remember if I found that nut on the floor, and I couldn't. So I came out this morning, and I have this rag on here because I plan on doing a little bit of work over here on the tank and whatnot. I didn't want nothing to come in, get in there, or dust, debris, whatever. So I come down this morning, which is pretty hilarious, and I grab my flashlight and I look inside the engine, and look what I see in there. Can you see it? That is the nut that snapped off. It actually shot inside the engine. I probably would have noticed it anyways before I put this back together, but it just goes to show you that you have to be very, very careful when you're working around the motor and the side covers off or the top's open or anything like that, because you do run the risk of that happening. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys that. Not a big deal. I'll reach in there with a screwdriver and pull it out. I'm going to pull this tank and stuff off camera. I don't think you guys need to see me take that off because it's pretty simple. It's only 4 bolts. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to pull off those brackets, and then I'll set up on the bench and just give you an idea how I'm going to clean that up. Tank and cooler is off. Put the bolts and stuff back where they came out of, just so just makes life easier when I go to reassemble. No other reason other than that. I got enough bags of nuts and bolts right now in Ziplocs labeled, so I'm just going to pop these back in where they were. And that's it. Alright, let's move over to the bench and see what we can do about cleaning that up. Got the tank on the bench now with the cooler. It's pretty dirty. Gonna take my time cleaning this up. It's pretty delicate. I don't want to damage anything on here. I want to try to keep the spend on this down, you know, as little as possible. I'm spending quite a bit of money on the motor parts now, so I don't want to break anything else and end up having to put more investment into this than the bike is going to be worth. So that's the one thing I'm going to try to avoid. This stuff here will clean up pretty well. I got to degrease them, get all the crud off them. I'll probably hit these with the palm sander. It'll be quick, easy, it'll look good, then clear coat them. They're labeled, as you can see there. Or maybe you can't, I don't know. They're labeled L and R for left and right, so it won't be too difficult to put these back on. So that's that. The tank itself doesn't look like it's leaking anywhere. It's just really dirty and cruddy. It looks to me like it might have been painted at one time. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up and see if I can just polish it, sand it, and clear coat it. Hopefully I can just do that. If not, I will just get some of this silver paint, which I think I already have some anyway, so I'll just go through my paint cabinet and find it. Pull these grommets out. Out of there too. Hopefully we can get them out without ruining them. Sometimes they get dry rotted. There we go. And I guess that's pretty much it. I'll probably hit this thing here, get this guy on here. I'll clean that up, hit that with some black paint, make that look good. This is actually going to show on the side of the frame, so I'll probably wide wheel that and paint it black, make it look nice. Hit this with some degreaser, clean that up, maybe hit it with brake clean or something. This line here, I'm definitely going to hit this with some chrome polish and some chrome polish and a little bit of steel wool. It usually brings the chrome back pretty good. So that's that. I'm going to plug this up so nothing gets in there and just clean it up in general. I'll bring this outside and blast some compressed air through the, I don't know if you can see it. Blast compressed air through the coolant fins here. I can see through them pretty good, but there is a little bit of debris in there, and the compressed air will blow all that out. I'll do that before I paint it. I think that's about it on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut you off now. I'm going to spend some time cleaning this all up. I'm not going to, I'm anticipating probably spending an hour or so on this thing, cleaning it up. These brackets will be relatively quick. I'll probably do those first. Those will only take a few minutes. But the tank itself, because I'm going to go really slow and be delicate with it, it's probably going to take me an hour, hour and a half before I get it all complete and ready for paint. I'm not going to show you that. I'm not going to video it and fast forward or anything like that. I'll cut away now, come back when it's done. Tank's all done. I sprayed it. I got it hanging up here in the garage. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it's come out pretty good. I sanded it all up. I hit it with some Zep cleaner, Scotch-Brite pads, some steel wool, sandpaper. I got it pretty good. I'm happy with it. It's shiny. It's clean. It's not brand new by any means, but it's much better than it was. And it it. Looks nice. It'll pop on the bike. It'll look good. So that's what I did today. I painted this up. It's another day. I think this is the third day I've been working on this video. My wife's getting kind of aggravated at me hanging around the garage all the time, so I had to go out and do some stuff with her. Not to mention I had to get out of the garage myself. Enjoy some of the nice weather. The weather's turned here. It's starting to feel like fall. It's really nice in the 70s, sunny, blue skies. I know you love the weather report. So the tank's done. Again, I didn't disassemble it. I left it all together because the hoses, I didn't want to break anything. I couldn't get that off. But I took my time. I cleaned it really well. I must have spent probably, no lie, an hour cleaning this thing up. And I think it came up pretty good. Let me show you the other two parts. And these are the other two parts. I took off the two engine brackets, engine bracket mounts, and then that little bracket there that held the oil return line on the frame. So that's all painted up. You can see that came out pretty nice too. That looks brand new. Not bad. So they got a bit of a shine to them. I think they came out nice. Not brand new, but a lot better. You bring it in the sun, see if you guys can get a look for an idea of what it will look like in the sun. I don't know if you can see it, but kind of got that same pattern because I used the palm sander on this. You know, it'll match the rest. They look good. I'm happy with them. Definitely happy with them. The bike is here still. I haven't really done much more to it. I did strip the wires, pulled all the wiring back. I just, I unhooked all the clips. As you can see here, all the clips are open. I opened them all up, pulled the wires back. That's the wire from the handlebar coming down for the headlights and kill switch. I took the coil off. It's all draped over the back here. I didn't disconnect it from the bike itself. I cleaned up the VIN number. And I started cleaning the frame. The next video I will be painting the front of this. I'm going to paint it back to about here. I don't know if you can see my hand. Back to about here. So from here up, I'll paint the arms. I'll paint all the way up to here. I'll paint the top. I'll paint up to about where the motor is, right about here. I did that on the last bike. I painted it in stages. I think it was 3 stages. I'll do the same on this one. I'll do the front, middle, and rear. It doesn't leave overlap or anything. You can't see it. Most of this stuff's covered with plastic anyway. And it's just to dress it up, to make the paint look better. And just freshen the bike up in general, make it look nice. But I'm going to end this video here. Video 5 will be coming up next. I might take a few days off from videoing and wait for some parts to come in. I think you guys have seen enough cosmetics for now. Tracking numbers say I should have the parts in another day or two, the top end parts anyways. And I'll make a video on valve chain swap over and rocker arm swap over and all that stuff, and I'll video the whole process. It will just be one video so you guys can get an idea of that. But I'm going to end it here. If you like the video, share, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post a new video. Share it with your friends. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.